You're watching the Big 12 on ESPN Plus. It is the best time of the year to be in Tucson, Arizona. Weather is cooling off, and it's the start of college basketball season. Tonight, the 10th ranked Arizona Wildcats tip off the exhibition season by hosting Eastern New Mexico. Steve Quist alongside Matt Muehlbach. Welcome inside McKale Center. Here's a look
now. He's a veteran. He's going to be a big part and a leader of this team.
They jump at center. Jose Murillo was jumping against Tobe Awaka. And in all green, it's Eastern New Mexico, the Greyhounds, a Division II team from Portales, New Mexico, that's coming off their finest season in recent memory. They won their Lone Star Conference last year, but assembling a different type of roster, and they get an offensive rebound, and something Tommy Lloyd's not going to like there, the putback by Jose Murillo.
Well, this team actually is, for a Division II team, very good up front. A lot of big guys. In fact, they played here 2 years ago, and they used the U of A two big man, the two high post as their blueprint for what they want to do as a program.
Here's the first shot of the game. Caleb Love in and out from.
Interesting, this is the second time we've seen KJ Lewis getting posted up, and he's a terrific post defender.
And another offensive rebound secured by Eastern New Mexico. Tommy Lloyd in the shoot-around as the drive there by Cooper Jackson comes up short. So this thing's a work in progress. I'm not looking for any scientist as Bradley tries to go coast to coast and gets fouled.
There's today than it was when you started 3 years ago, and you know, he didn't seem like a whole lot. He does it every year, is going to pay off, and we'll talk more about that in this game. Yeah, and I think that if you want to call it recency bias, it was back in March, but I think people remember that. But remember too, this is what he can do really well, is get to the rim.
He's an AP All-American.
He's been around so long. He's played in 137 games in his college career, and you know, a lot of those really big games, as we know.
Trey Townsend.
Some monster programs.
There's C-transfer. Rolling off that screen there. I saw him in a scrimmage on Thursday. Guy plays with a lot of heart. Townsend! Oh, he's feeling it in the early going. A couple of trips. National champion Henry Vasar checks in. One and only substitution for Arizona coming out of the break. A kid that's a big that has had a terrific camp so far. KJ Lewis downhill drives and picks up the foul.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Steve. I think a ton of them, but he might be one of the most improved players on this team. And you think about the guys they lost already hit a jump shot, so looking good early.
Jose Murillo, 30th in Arizona program history, and making his debut is Carter Bryant out of Corona Centennial High School.
Well, I'm just pumped to watch him in these early minutes. He's also been very solid, very good in camp early on. Can do a lot of things.
Oh, Austin off the window. Freshman guard from Pueblo, Colorado, a two-time State Player of the Year in the 5A division. A foul on the other end here. The foul starting to mount for old, from now until the early part of March when you really have to turn it on.
Well, and I thought Tommy had to move guys around. You move Bradley to the point. KJ Lewis move into that.
So the transfer from Campbell, he's going to be fun. Probably the best shooter for Arizona. Wearing number 3 there, part of that double team. Look at the ups of Carter Bryant there.
Favorite player, he said Steph, not just because he can shoot it, but all the different things he does. Pump faking is one of them.
Non-shooting foul against Rayvon Burr. They throw it inside to Vasar, and the Big's got a made field goal. Might not be that easy in the Big 12. And this is Vasar we're talking about, 29 games, 2 points per game. He had that 16-point game against Texas A&M Corpus Christi a lot of people might forget about. The foul down on the other end. Played only 14 minutes in that. Here's Bradley, a perfect 4 for 4. If you can do this, though, and get to the free throw line of the...
I'd say arguably, but it's the best basketball conference in the nation right now. 5 of the applies as much energy and effort as Conrad.
A block shot by Bryant. Grabbed by Awaka. And here's the aforementioned Martinez. Awaka, the Tennessee transfer, drives in off the window and scores the bucket. Oh, he's going to event. When I was watching the scrimmage on Thursday, I'm like, Brett Brennan should sign him up and find some sort of position for him.
Something.
Probably could have used him at cornerback. Here's Downing, who steps in and hits a deep 2. And it's basketball, so she came on an unofficial visit for volleyball a couple of weeks ago against Utah. And then hopefully Adia Barnes can talk her into coming here. And look at just the Arizona shooting 75%, 6 of 8. Here's Downing, a deep three, man.
Heat check early for Downing.
Carter Bryant grabs the rebound. And on the outlet pass, there's a foul underneath.
Well, we mentioned
the McDonald's All-American, as we mentioned, the 30th in Arizona program history. Donovan Dent, Ike Anigbogu, and Devin Williams, who's at UCLA, Highland game, but they're shooting 75% from the floor. Here's Del Orso.
Can't wait to watch Del Orso play. Turned it over on that one. Look, wanted the foul, got hit on the arm pretty hard, but excited to watch his game.
Clark on the other, starting at the 4 in this one, stretching the floor. Here's Del Orso. Kind of plays at his own pace, we were told. Townsend, a perfect 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. I want to save a little bit of that.
He's going to do a lot more, I think, of that this year. One of the emphasis he worked on this summer.
Yeah, after taking his name out of the NBA draft, you know, decided to stay here in Tucson from what he told us today and work on doing some other things.
Good move by Marich right there. Nice little jump hook, righty jump hook all over left shoulder.
That is a steal by Clark. Clark missed it, but cleaned up by Cougar Downing. There's that effort that...
In fact, the 4-man has been a special player in Tommy's system.
Steal,
think about Tafelis.
Yep.
Couple of years.
Here's Lewis, a little shot fake, drives on Randolph. Oh, what positioning, and count the basket. An honorable mention, just 6 points per game last season. Season high 18 points against UCLA. It's funny, you talk about retooling the roster as Townsend is right there for an offensive rebound and a putback to extend Arizona's lead to 30-16. But with the likes of a guy like Lewis, you can do a lot of things. Ahead it goes, KJ Lewis. And a foul on KJ Lewis, who'll go to the line for a couple.
Not just get to it, crash the rim.
I was going to say, before you lost 4 starters, Caleb Love and Grant Whiteman are the only players on the roster currently that started a game. Mo Krivas, the 7'2" sophomores, taking time with an ankle injury right now. Look at Townsend.
Okay, Townsend.
Oh, maybe not put that on film so early in the year. He's 5 for 5, 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. Here's Lewis off the takeaway and gets it to go. Chance at a 3-point play.
Well, that was not an easy play by Lewis there because the defender had position
off the floor and seemed like he was moving okay.
Yeah, he actually looked pretty good in that shoot around, and they were actually, if you did it based on a 40-minute game, as good or better in some areas than Ballo's numbers. That's how good he played in limited minutes.
Randolph tried to throw that one down. That's Isaiah Randolph, 6 away. Wildcats are already in the double bonus here. Talking to Mike, freedom of movement, a game that you can get up and down on. Love misses.
Got up.
Yep, Townsend, offensive rebound. He missed the second chance opportunity.
I was impressed with Townsend. He didn't really have much of a step there. How about this one?
Offensive rebound and a putback there. Jose Murillo, 6'9" junior, Chihuahua, New Mexico. Mexico played high school in New Mexico.
Have you been to Chihuahua, Mexico?
I haven't, but watching him play kind of makes
out Davin Vo's blueprint for this team. He wants where they absolutely love basketball. Their community supports
Roswell on the Texas-New Mexico border, likely closer to Lubbock and Amarillo. Those are the airports that they use. And I know they had some flight issues last night. They didn't get in from Amarillo until midnight Tucson time. Randolph drives and Basar fouls him at the rim. Off their best season in school history, that won the loan to retool their roster. The Greyhounds returned just 3 guys here at UC Colorado Springs, and when the coach moved out in Portales, he decided to come back in. Here's Bradley back in at the point. Gives it to Vasar. Strikes the floor, big man, with a 3.
I mentioned his 3.
Back in transition come the Wildcats. Here's Bryant. Oh, he can make the shot, folks, and he does right on cue.
That was as easy as the 2-pointer we were highlighting a few minutes ago, and he's a natural three to me. It's a bomb there at the end of the shot clock, but you see the rebound, the handles. How many good three-men has Arizona had in its history? He seems like a guy that's going to step into that historic rotation, what it looks like, and it's pretty textbook.
He gives Arizona the toughness they'll need to navigate a Big 12 schedule.
I think cleaning the floor, he almost got a pass right there.
Awaka, and Arizona's 6 of 11 now on threes. And a foul's going to be called on the baseline. It's going to be against Merritt.
I mean, not to go football to my Chiefs, but I think of like Mahog. This squad.
It isn't something people want to do nowadays.
No.
In Division I college athletics. And look at him; he's listed at 7 foot. He looks even bigger than that.
I think he's.
Jackson wildly drives and gets bailed out with a foul there on the other end as the Wildcats have opened up a 48 to nice to see Stephen again, along with Townsend and Conrad.
Oh yeah.
I got a Judd Bushler jersey at home in the closet.
Yeah. Of course, Dana Altman has been sensational at Eugene since he's been there. Played at Eastern New Mexico.
That's right,
and did a great job.
Arizona's just picked up a 7th steal, and Del Orso makes the Greyhounds pay on the other.
In that list from Eastern New Mexico.
And Conrad Martinez is going to grab it, and that'll be the easiest bucket he'll get in his stay here in Tucson. Stat broadcast, and I couldn't. Driving into traffic, and Stephen knocked it away out of the hands of Bird. Outlet pass to Townsend, and he's got 18.
Needless to say, Townsend looks really good. Easy one there for him, but you can just see, great hands, the way he moves, the jump shot we've already seen, but he knows how to play.
Yeah, 18 points in 12 minutes.
We're looking for D1 scholarships. Did not have one. And decided Oakland University started every one of them, all 129.
A look had to get him out there, and again, he's another kid with the NBA body. That's a work in progress. We talked about in the corner, Del Orso. Now there is an 8th triple for Arizona. This kid is really good. Step back jumper on the baseline is good out of the hands of Cooper Jackson, a 2-time JUCO defensive.
Say Del Orso hit the tough three that he had in the corner. That was contested. Missed that last one.
Again, he doesn't speed his game up. He just plays at his pace. The defensive rebound by Awaka. That's already a half dozen rebounds for Awaka, and Townsend has an even 20 with just over a minute to go here in the first half.
Well, the pass-ahead pass there by Martinez, that was not an easy pass, but probably a more difficult catch. And again, Townsend impressing me even more just with all of the little things he does.
Step back jumper right side, that time the touch, Cougar Downing. Arkansas Little Rock transfer. And on the other end, Arizona gets an easy bucket. Awaka closing in on a double-double. Martinez, the backup point guard, with a bounce pass right of the lane to Townsend. Missed. Awaka has got an 8th rebound, 2 more points. He might get the double-double by the end of the first half.
Did you see there how he just kind of, put the left elbow in Randolph, and Randolph is as big as anyone out there right now, and just moved him off the baseline.
Shot clock is off. Awaka, 10 points, 9 rebounds now in 11 minutes. How about that?
Yeah, that's
Jackson. He'll get it off. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Merritt put it up. It would not have counted. And that's the end of the first half. Wildcats with a 64-26 lead at the half here. Exhibition game one a night out are not. And so the big guys, albeit against the Division II team, have picked up and put the others on their shoulders. Here's Awaka, who had 10 and 9. 10 points, 9 rebounds in the first half. Kid was on the floor for only 11 minutes. Here's Love driving off the window, and Love.
Here for Love, getting him in position.
They better tip him out at the end of the night. Like a good server to the bartender.
That's right, that's right.
The expo guy.
Like your offensive lineman if you're a QB. And
yep. Foul on the second chance opportunity.
I mean, that's what led to 64 points in that first half.
Okay.
And I think that's a good point to talk. And the key is that, you get to a Final Four, you win a title. He's not shy about saying those things, but the first step is getting the Sweet 16s and giving yourself a chance.
Jaden Clark, picking the pocket of the Wildcats, throws it down on the other end. He's from Bronx, New York, a JUCO transfer and a first-team All-Conference at the JUCO level last year.
Yeah, they looked like they came out a little business right there early, playing hard. This Greyhound team will play very, very hard. That's their go-to identity.
Over the top into Townsend, and he got fouled by Townsend to the free throw line. Downing with his third foul.
For a couple years, but I've been impressed with his athleticism. He can jump.
Got taken away. Here's Bradley in his second year with Arizona. Spin move, and Aiden Bradley's going to go to the free throw line.
Bradley has, to me, amazing footwork. When he gets given him the keys this year, I think he's going to be very comfortable on both.
I see this a lot, especially for guys point guards. He had 36 steals last year, and he was 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. In transition, Jackson, and had that one disrupted by Bradley. There's that defense you were talking about. KJ Lewis feeds Townsend for the slam dunk.
Unselfish defense, leading the offense, obviously almost had a steal.
Townsend one-on-one against Murillo. Gonna back in on him here. They got a good little jump step below, and a little drop step as well to score the bucket.
Now 6'9", Murillo goes, and he's 235, 240. Used his length and body, great job, but not big enough to stop the 7-footer.
Oh, Townsend over the top. The Cat fans with 24 to lead Arizona, and he introduced himself to Kentucky Wildcat fans last year with a big game. Here's a Waka who's got, they made the Final Four, so.
Great call.
Going to fit in nicely. Here's Bradley, fires off a 3, missed front iron, and Arizona's going to get a chance at second chance points. Here's Love, and he finally buries a 3. His first of the night and fourth foul.
My goodness, he just, like I said, people bouncing everywhere off this kid.
I love his toughness. He's calling for it on the post now. This could be big to big. They almost had a chance at a big to big assist. Bradley's going to pull up from the elbow and bury the to Amarillo yesterday. And then, of course, Mario Whitley had the family emergency. They had to get him from the airport in Amarillo to Saginaw, Michigan. Our prayers are with that young man. And Bryant with a miss, but cleaning it up as they saw teams, NBA teams, sit in the second row.
They do it.
It's crazy.
So it's actually what I was, just what I was joking about. Right?
And they send the radio announcers as that's the basket and the foul by Jose Murillo.
How did he finish that? That was incredible finish by Murillo. Oh yeah. And obviously, as we talked about, Mario Whitley out. Their leading scorer, that's a returner from last year, so they probably their best player, not even playing tonight.
And with the portal, sometimes you audition at Division II. Great move by Vesar. Are you kidding me? Spin move, left of the lane, and slams it home.
I was going to say the spin move was the play, but the two-handed.
Actually back home taking on Houston in football.
Same night.
Somewhere in California.
Oh, yeah. 14 and 15 really can spread the floor more than you did last year, and I think that really enables Arizona with all the wings and guards they have that can get to the rim.
Here's Del Orso firing a 3 and making it from redirected that one. Last season, Del Orso, as they go inside to Murillo's, got 9 points to lead the way. Talked about one of the most efficient seasons that any player had anywhere in the country as that triple is down out of the hands of Jaden Clark. But last season for Del Orso at Campbell, 49% field goals, 38% on threes, 81% at the line, as Carter Bryant with a dunk, 19.5 points. You had only
shooter, and that you stop sometimes, but he's got it all.
Townsend to Del Orso, and he's fouled. We'll get a chance to go to the free throw line.
You see Del Orso, there's questions, and almost all of them to a man would say Kobe, or they would say LeBron. They do it all, right? And not necessarily the most athletic guy in the court. Defense right there by Cooper Jackson.
Waka's had a big night with 12 and 14. Here's Love, going to try another triple. He made his last one, and that's back-to-back 3.
But I want to be in the 1% of the people.
That was a great point, yeah.
That are at what they do, good at what they do, and that would put me in the NBA.
Yep, that's what that number one represents, the 1%. That's how good you got to be to get there. KJ Lewis.
Not turn it over because you got to make it happen. You're not in the flow.
Up. And you're probably thinking, what's coach going to think of me if I...
Yeah, and you're trying to make stuff happen. You're trying to, you know, he's a smart player.
Oh, man. Awaka burned a lot of calories for 10-minute quarter scrimmage over there at the Richard Jefferson Gymnasium. Arizona 2 points away from 100. They'll go inside, and Vesar with a little finger roll. There it is, 100. Vesar's got 13.
Back in our day, we got a pizza that you got to 100, right? Everybody
from Grandma Tony's?
I think it might have been, yeah.
You remember Grandma Tony's on University?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's $3.25 to get 2 slices and a Coke.
Okay.
Those days are long gone.
Remember Greasy Tony's as well.
Mama's Pizza has since moved. Vesar. Oh, man. He's got 16, 1 of 5. They get 6 Wildcats in double figures here tonight.
That one he missed earlier, he was flat-footed. He had no rhythm, and you can see.
Still got 7:14 to go here, and a lot of the starters are still in. I don't know how, and I was like 25 at the time. We'll see how deep, a little bit more the toughness of a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It's Tubelis, part of that mix. Only time will tell. Downing contested by Bryant, and even with that wingspan and all that length in front of him, he's able to drop that triple in.
Yeah, he's a sniper. He is a good way of. He can shoot it from anywhere.
Inside, Stefan missed, but Vesar cleans it up for point 17.
Vesar is how do you screen him when he's coming from the weak side? We saw the dunk off the spin. We saw, I think, another dunk coming weak side. I think he's going to be a problem this year for a lot of teams.
Vesar's only played 17 minutes as Marich buries that from in the lane. 31.5% is what the Greyhounds are shooting. Vesar is fouled. Arizona 63 last year. Umar Ballo, you see the Clemson game and the Umar, that Sweet 16 game, and makes 1 of 2, 1 of 3 for the game.
Those are freshmen.
Not on scholarship, they're walk-ons. It's quite the walk-on crew.
Liam is out, confirmed that.
They hit a little bit of an oblique issue. NAU transfer. Martin, smallest guy there, got the offensive rebound. Again, it goes back to effort. Off the missed shot. 109-47. Here's Martinez, kicked out Del Orso. And there's going to be a steal. Bryant got his pocket picked by Rankin, and
wow.
Rankin's going to score. Changes hands midair.
Just the skill work back to the left.
We're going to get a chance to see Luke Champion and Addison Arnold would play as dead for Arizona. Missed lane. Martinez, who's a tough guy in his own, got the rebound and then got fouled. Martinez backing up Bradley at all. That'll, you know, allow Arizona.
Guy, he changes pace. He gets to the rim. He can dish.
By my count, it's the first time he's entered a game here at Arizona, unless I missed something. Right?
I think you're right.
Out of Simi Valley. His dad played at Arizona State and at the University of California at San Diego. His dad probably pretty proud that the Tritons are now a full-fledged member of Division. And we're going to empty the bench further. And my favorite out there now, who's about the nicest kid you'll ever meet, is Sven Jop.
Yes.
Helped me with the parking app the other day.
He's terrific. From France?
At the 6th Street Garage. Hey, Kimbo shook my hand before the scrimmage and after. He's going to get a shot there. And he passed on it with the shot fake.
A golden rule. If you're walk-on, you don't pass.
He was on that St. Joseph team with Arizona target Tunde Yesufu.
Oh, okay.
Who is a highly coveted big man in the state of California. As Mayor tries something else. That team at St. Joseph's, too, had one of their guards, quarterback that went to Tulane to play football.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, here's my guy.
You got it.
There's it. Oh, that's what you get for helping me out.
Hey,
shaking hands.
Check coming? Oh, that's unselfish. He's giving Kirkendall the look there.
115 to 51.
I'm telling you, he's looking for his guys. I love it. The unselfishness there.
Up here's a steal, and that's going to be Mo Austin. Two-time state player of the year in Colorado's 5A division. Colorado Prep steals all-time leader, as a matter of fact, and he gets one there. And you see.
Yeah, many of them. I still talk to the managers. When I played, they were tremendous in what they did to help all the scholarship athletes and get them ready for the games.
Yeah.
Night shooting. Now, you could call a guy at night shooting on a Friday. If he didn't have a date, he had to come help.
Well, the Arizona Wildcats are going to have 18 players play here in this game. Things out. Good night. 24 for Townsend. 8 of 11 shooting. 50 bench points for Arizona. Boy, that's an eye-popping number.
That really is.
How about that?
Yeah, we were just talking about it. I think this is maybe the deepest team that Tommy Lloyd has. Really deep team.
And Arizona gets it done. Exhibition number 1 against Eastern New Mexico and the Greyhounds, and the Wildcats win it 117 to 54. And they'll do it again 1 week from tonight against Point Loma and the Sea Lions, who might be a tad bit better than the Greyhounds. Let's talk about the night that